Hey guys, LuckyHD here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over new types of weather possibly coming to Loomian Legacy. In this video, we're going to be looking at new Loomians that could be coming with this, and more. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you get on there, like, and subscribe. Also, the Gleaming Protagon giveaway is about to end, guys. Make sure you go down to the description below, check out that tweet, go enter it before it ends, and yeah, giveaway ends at 29,000 subscribers, and let's get straight into the video. Alright, so let's look at the weather update that we got inside of Loomian Legacy. Now, of course, we know that we had the entire weather thing, with the rain, we had the boosted kind of chances for the Loomians, we had all of that stuff, okay? It was a pretty decent update, especially with them releasing it in under a month. I would say that they're making a pretty good time and probably already working on the next update right now. So, yeah, let's look at, of course, everything that came with the update. We got 6 new Loomians. One of them was kind of, sort of like a roaming, if you will. Not really. I'm gonna call it in, like, the same ballpark as Pyramine, if you will. And yes, we got that, and then of course we got a new fossil as well, which was completely unexpected. I thought that they were just gonna add like 3 Loomians and then one, Loomian that kind of goes between the grass and stuff. But, having 6 Loomians, especially one of them being a 3-lined fossil evolution, was pretty cool to see. Now, this also begs the question of what will we see in the future when they add more types of weather? Now, we do already know that they want to add more types of weather, as the original tweet when Llama Train Studio announced the release date of the weather update. They said, weather update for Loomian Legacy will be ready within the next hour. It will include the new weather system, which for now is just rainfall, but in the near future, updates will include more weather types, and some new Loomians. So, right there in those parentheses, we see obviously that they are going to actually be making more weather updates in the future, and what that will entail, we're going to be talking about that in today's video. But I do hope, really do hope that they add more Loomians to the future, which will definitely be very, very awesome to see. And yes, so of course, what weather will be coming inside of Loomian Legacy? Now, let's talk about the most likely candidate, and that is going to be sunny weather. Now, the thing about sunny weather, guys, is Loomian Legacy doesn't necessarily have to make a kind of weather type for it, if you know what I mean, because this would kind of be like your normal Loomian Legacy sunshine. You go out and oh my gosh, it's sunny inside of Loomian Legacy, and maybe, with the sunny thing, it could only last for, I don't know, like a couple minutes, because, obviously the day-night cycle with Loomian Legacy, half of it's day, half of it's night, or they could call it clear weather because, there is nothing in the sky, but it could still possibly boost things. I think that would be very interesting. And with a sunny type weather, what kind of Loomians could we see from this? Well, I made a little kind of Loomian speculation for this, and it is Mossatops. Mossatops is actually a split evolution from Colossotrops, and could be evolved once you take your Trepidon and evolve it under the sunlight. So the thing about this is, of course, now we have another evolution to the fossil, and there is another new Loomian inside of the game. This Loomian would, of course, be going back on an old evolution and bringing something new to it, which I think, again, is definitely needed. Also, of course, I'm going to reference my other, like fan-made kind of weather Loomian, which looks like this for Clash. This is its sun form. I think something like this would also be very, very interesting. I'll get into more of the forms later, but yeah, I mean, definitely a sunny type of weather would be very awesome to see inside of Loomian Legacy. And it, again, doesn't have to be called sunny. It could be called clear weather because, there would be nothing in the sky, which technically kind of sort of is still a weather if you really want to go there. But yeah, let's get on to our next weather type. Alright, so let's go over the next type of weather, and that is going to be wind. Now, the thing about this is another one that I see very, very likely coming to Loomian Legacy because of its simple nature. The thing about this, guys, is wind would not be that hard to actually make inside of Loomian Legacy. We saw the entire thing with rain. Rain is a very, kind of, I guess, ambience, kind of weather. Obviously you have to make it look good, you have to do all of that stuff, make it look dark, make the rain look good, make it splash. But with the wind thing, all you have to do is just gray the skies a little bit and make a little kind of wind trail that, occasionally passes through, obviously, the routes and stuff that you could see just, trailing along inside the air. And I think something like this, again, would be very cool. And with all of these weather updates, I definitely think that there needs to at least be one new Loomian. And that is why I found this article art right here by DeviantArt user JoshKH92, and this is a wind Fakeamon, and you know, obviously this is not a Loomian, but I think that this would look good as a Loomian design. So the thing about this is, you know, it's got all the characteristics of a Loomian. You know, it starts off as a little tiny small thing, of course going into its middle awkward stage, and then finally its third evolution, which gets to be very, very big. Something like this would be very awesome to see, because as we know, you know, the weather Loomians so far, at least with Deladrix and, you know, all of that entire evolutionary line, they're not too menacing. I will say that they're just, you know, kind of very tame Loomians and stuff. And again, I think something like this would fit it very well. Now, of course, you know, this could apply to a lot of different areas inside of Auroria, possibly the entire map, just like Rain, with, you know, I mean, the exception of Igneous Hollow, of course. But yeah, so that was the possibility of a wind type. Let's go on to our next type. Alright, so let's go over the next type of weather, and this one's actually going to be very rare to find inside of Loomian Legacy. This is going to be the snowy type of weather, and would only spawn once a day or once a week. And the thing about this, guys, is that this would make the Loomians found inside of there very, very, very rare. Because, again, only spawning once a day or once a week at a random time would be, honestly, pretty cool to see, and would make for some very, very interesting Loomians. Now, of course, what could this come with? You know, what Loomians could come with this? Well, I'm gonna go back on my old Loomians, Snowkid, Tandra, and Tanukas. I think that this entire evolutionary line fits it very, very well, and I think, honestly, there needs to be something like this. There needs to be more ice types, rather than just a basic winter event or something like that. There is, honestly, I don't even think, besides for the winter event, I don't think that there are any ice types inside of Loomian Legacy, which I think, you know, it kind of needs to change. I mean, of course, with the exception of Himber, but yeah, so adding something like this, again, would be very awesome. An ice and brawler type evolutionary line found inside of this rare weather would be very, very cool. Now, the thing about this as well is it would be boosted a little bit during the snowy event, or, you know, not the snowy event, the winter event, and, you know, obviously that entire thing, you could go inside of the overworld, or you could go inside of Jolly Village, and the overworld would have a boosted chance to find, obviously, the snowy type weather. Alright, so the final type of weather that I want to go over is, of course, going to be the sandstorm. And the thing about this, guys, is this would only be kind of locked to one route. I don't think that you would be going out into your Chesma town and your Sephirite city or your Route 8 and see a giant sandstorm coming your way, but instead you would go along a new desert route and find a sandstorm there sometimes. And of course, this would not happen every single hour. This would be like the rain, you know, kind of how it's separated into, obviously, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, and inside of this entire thing, you know, you would have your kind of render distance turned down with all of the sand around you, and, you know, it would just be very cool. You'd see all the sand flying through the air. It'd be a little bit hard to travel through as well. And yeah, what type of Loomians could we see with this? Well, I'm going to reference this Loomian from Clophil, which I think represents the entire Loomian Legacy theme very, very well. You know, it just looks like something that could be inside of Loomian Legacy and would fit a desert route or a sandstorm typing. Of course, this could also be, you know, kind of a beach thing as well. It looks like a beach, you know, kind of snail, but hey, I mean, listen, it looks pretty cool. I like it, and I think it fits very, very well. So yeah, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts about all of these weather types down in the comments below. If you guys were a Loomian Legacy developer, what type of, you know, kind of weather would you guys add? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you go down there, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.